Okay, so you cute. You finally got your protective style. Ow. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Jemilah, aka Jem for short. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and turn on your notification bell so that you're notified when I post a new video. Today I want to talk about something serious. I know everybody probably had a protective style at least once in their life, and it hurts. I'm not gonna lie to you. So today I'm gonna talk about 6 ways to loosen up your protective style so you do not have to be miserable, because I'm miserable right now. But that's beside the point. Let's get started because I know you are struggling, girl. You wouldn't have clicked on this video unless it was for a reason. Okay, so tip number 1, take pills. I do not like to take pills. I usually just suffer through the pain, but when it's my head, I have to take pills. Whether it's Advil, Motrin, Tylenol, whatever you have, take them. They work. To me, having a constant headache until your hair decides to loosen up, whether that's 5 to 7 days from now, is definitely not worth it. Take the pill. Granted, it is not a magic pill. Your head is still gonna hurt, but at least the Motrin, Tylenol, whatever, is going to dull the pain. Just think about it. Your hair, follicles, scalp, all are being pulled in an assortment of ways. An assortment of ways. And your scalp is literally screaming. It's like, why did you do this to me? And all you can hear in your head is, girl, it hurts to be beautiful. But does it really have to hurt that bad? Absolutely not. Take the pill. You will thank me later. So when I did my hair about 4 or 5 days ago, when I tell you my scalp, literally in the parts around my edges of my hair, was swollen, it helps with that. The pill reduces inflammation and it dulls the pain. It is not magic, but it works. It's definitely worth taking. Tip number 2. Make sure that you have some type of spray-on leave-in conditioner. It comes in handy. So I've been using these two. So Uncle Funky's Daughter, Midnight Train, and I've also been using Therapeutic Organics Curl Refresher Spray. I started off using this one. It gives you a cool minty sensation. I literally go in, spray every single part, and then I go on my fingertips and I massage. I really believe that these leave-ins are the main reason that my hair is loosening up. It's definitely nowhere as tight as it used to be. I can sleep fine now. I can manipulate my hair into styles. The first couple days I was kind of just wearing it down so that it was less tension on my scalp. But right now, feels amazing. My head does get very itchy, and I've been using this one a lot more. As you can see, it is almost finished and definitely worth it. This right now is my go-to leave-in conditioner, mainly because the smell is amazing, but it leaves my scalp feeling cool and it soothes my scalp and it doesn't leave any sticky residue. So I've actually did not spray my scalp today, so I'm gonna just do this one to show you guys. So let's get this down. So if you haven't watched my recent video, I did crochet butterfly locks. So the front is like box braid attached cornrows, something like that, and the back is complete cornrows. So literally when I do this, just so I can know where I sprayed and when I didn't, I separate it, take my spray the front, spray the back, lightly right now massage it in, and then I go side by side. So, and guys, this feels so great. So not only is it moisturizing your hair, but it's also soothing your scalp and loosening up the braid. Then I go around the perimeter and just make sure that is taken care of. So now that I did the front, I go in to the back and spray my parts. Okay, so now that I sprayed everywhere, I go in with my fingertips and I try to gently massage the leave-in into my scalp, but let's face it, I'm pretty rough and kinda, even though it's soothing, I want to just get, like, some parts this itch and I just want to get to them and get it over with. So I just go through. I try to be careful around the front though, because these are actually tighter, and because of the way I braided my hair, I can't loosen them. So I don't want to like create any bumps or have my edges fall out because I irritated them. So try to be as gentle as possible, but still itching along the way. So tip number 3, when my scalp is needing a little bit more like extra love, maybe it's a little itchy, maybe it's still a little bit sore, I like to go in with an oil. So the oil that I have is the Earthborn Organics herb infused oil, and I really like this oil. I've had it for about a month. I've used it in twist outs, braid outs, scalp health. So what I do with this is I open up the nozzle and then I literally put it directly on my scalp. So since I just sprayed my hair down, my head feels good. I'm not gonna put anything on, but I literally go part by part and I put it in my hair. And then once I do all the parts front and back, I go back in and I massage it a lot gentler than I do the spray, because I really want to work this into my scalp, and I also want to maybe loosen up the braid as well. So for some reason, whenever I do any type of style that incorporates manipulating my hair, my scalp itches. I used to wear a lot of braids when I was little, ponytails, all of that. My mom would pull it super tight, but it would be fine. But now, since I've been wearing my hair in wash and goes a lot lately, and my hair just basically does what it wants, when I put it in any type of manipulated style, my part is just like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Like, it's just basically cursing me out. So that's when I really go in with this to loosen up my styles. So tip number 4, steam, steam, steam. Use steam. It's amazing. Depending on the level of desperation that I'm in, I will do 2 things that incorporate steam. The first way is I'll get a really big bowl, or I'll get a pot, put water in it, and boil the water. So I'll put the pot on the stove, I'll put the bowl in the microwave. Once the water is boiling, I'll get one of these really big hand towels, dunk them in the water, let it sit there until it absorbs all the water, is fully saturated, then I'll wring it out. Be careful, you know it's gonna be hot, it is boiling water. After I do that, I plop that bad boy on my head real quick, and I let it sit there until all the steam has evaporated from this cloth. Depending on how my head is feeling, I may do it again. The second way, if I am extremely desperate, like this is where I can't function, it hurts so bad, you can't pull it back into a style, you can't lay down, you can't do anything, I take my behind in the shower, I run warm to hot water, closer to hot, and I completely drench my head in water. And then I grab a giant bottle of conditioner, and I literally pump it in my hands, put it all over my scalp, all over the top of the braid, twist, lock, whatever you have. And then I take the braid in my hand and I hold the hair closest to my scalp without hurting myself, and I literally will do this back and forth, wind it, wind it, wind it until the braid loosens. And I will do that all over my head. Please keep in mind that if you do this, there is going to be some frizz. But girl, if you need to do that, I'm sure you don't even care at that point, because sometimes I just jump in the shower. I'll be like, I can't. And that's that. And I'll sit there and I will do every single one of these bad boys until they loosen up and I can function again. Honestly, that I feel is the most effective way. But like I said, there will be frizz. Your style gonna look a little old even if it's new, but sometimes, girl, it's worth it. So tip number 5 is what I just mentioned. If you do any of these other ones with oil, the leave-in, sometimes, you know, just grab it and rotate. It'll loosen up. It'll allow you to manipulate your hair, and essentially your hair will be able to move around freely without you wanting to scream and pull out your braids. So my final tip number 6. I know you just spent a lot of money on getting your hair done and you want it to last as long as possible, but sometimes, girl, you gotta just let it be. When it is time to go to sleep, please, 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 please do not put on a bonnet, a scarf. Just let your hair be. Like, literally take it out of whatever, however it is, and just let it fall freely. So literally, I will sleep like this, nothing on my head. Granted, I do sleep on a silk pillowcase, and if you don't have one, I definitely recommend getting them. If you check my Amazon store, you'll see the silk pillowcases that I use. They range anywhere from $7 to $10. They're not expensive, and you get a set of 2. I put those on both of my pillows. I sleep with 4 pillows. The 2 that I put my head on, they have the silk pillowcases. I let my hair fall. I lay down on the pillow. Wherever the hair feels comfortable being is where it's going to be, and that is that. I'm not going to be tying it up and trying to get it all on top of my head so that there's no frizz. Like, for the first couple days, I just let it be free. Once I'm able to move it around and manipulate and it's not killing me, then I will go ahead and wear a bonnet or a scarf. But that's just me. Okay guys, so I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know if you try out any of these remedies and it actually works for you. These things I do every single time I get a protective style, and they do work for me. If you have any additional comments, tips, all of that, drop it in the comments below. Everybody can benefit from finding out new information to help alleviate this protective style nightmare, because although people say it hurts to be beautiful, it does not have to. It shouldn't. Period. Alright guys, bye.